Hello everyone and welcome to another video. That's right, today I'm doing another art video. Today I'm going to be drawing... But actually, Guys, I'm so sorry. On my latest drawing cartoon characters from memory video, this guy brought it to my attention that I can't do art. So I guess I just have to cancel this video. But hold on, now wait a minute. If that's true, then is this not art? What about this? Or this? That's not art? Well, I mean, maybe if digital art isn't your thing, maybe these physical pieces of art that I've done aren't art? I mean, well, hold on, this doesn't make any sense. The drawings that I did in that video weren't great, but I mean, come on, that was for a video where I'm trying to be fast and, you know, really snippy with it, and I'm not spending a lot. Wait, honestly, you know what? No. Forget that I showed you any of my art. Forget about it. Just erase that from your memory for a second, okay? Because here's the real deal. Even if my art was always like the little drawings that I made in those videos, drawing from memory, it's still art, motherfucker. In fact, technical skill, time spent, none of that really matters. As long as you're being creative and you're doing something, that's art. Okay? Yeah, I just kind of wanted to say that, to put that out into the world, because I understand that my art isn't always something that people consider to be good, and I'm fine with that. You don't have to like my art, but that doesn't mean that it isn't art. And that goes for any of you out there that also make art. It could also doesn't have to be like drawings. It can be video creation. It can be all sorts of things. That's still art. So I just want to say that if you're struggling out there with feeling like you're not good enough, it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, it's still art. So anyway, in this video, I'm going to be drawing people that have submitted themselves to be drawn. What I have here is just the image that was sent to me. This is Katie. And what I'm going to be doing is, first of all, I'm just going to do what's it called? Tracing. I'm going to be tracing the first time around, just so I get an idea for the general shape of things, right? I kind of just want to do this for proportions, and I will not be using this in the final product, but a lot of people tend to believe that tracing is evil, that it doesn't actually mean anything at all, actually. But here's the thing, tracing is a very helpful tool, and a lot of artists know this, that tracing is actually a tool for which to help get better at art, and to learn things. So this is really just a study that I'm doing, just to kind of get a general shape and outline of stuff, and also to continue to talk more on the little rant that I had in the beginning. I would like to state for the record that I have always struggled with my art. I have always felt inadequate in my art, especially when sitting next to other artists, and it's not fun to feel that way. But here's the thing, okay? I am a very slow artist, and that's one of the things that made me feel especially inadequate, is because I'm just slow. I'm slower than most people, and it doesn't feel good to be slower than other people. It doesn't feel very good. Especially when then after you spend that much time, it doesn't feel like you've done as good of a job as the other people around you. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually try and do some arting here. Just kind of block things out and get a feel for kind of what I want to do here. But yeah, so don't feel bad. Don't feel bad about being slow, because for me especially, because I have aphantasia, it makes it extra hard, which is why I like digital art. Because say you're doing digital art, right? And you're like, okay, here's the head. Actually, I fucking hate that. In traditional art, you would have to do certain things to get rid of that. In digital art, I can say, didn't like that, it's gone. Isn't that nice? But for aphantasia, for me, it makes it so I have creative ideas, just like most people. And I think, good ideas as well. But what makes it difficult for me is that I can't actually visualize it. So it's not like I'm looking at a reference in my mind and then trying to put that on a canvas, like some people have the ability to do. It's more that I have a general idea. It's like, oh, it'd be cool if I did this or if I did this, and then I have to try it. I have to actually try it many times on paper or on canvas, whatever, to see if it works. And so that's what makes it difficult for me. So that's just how it is. And I'm sorry for my ranting. But hey, this is the Ranting Yeti channel. Anyway, so now I'm gonna be probably off screen a lot of times while drawing this, because I'm a little gremlin and I really crouch down when I do art. So apologies. Sorry, not sorry, eh? I think I'm kind of going for more of like just a sketch it out phase, and then I'm gonna do like a time lapse at the end where I fully invest myself into this, because as I said before, I'm really slow. I'm really slow at art because it takes me several tries most of the time. So I'm gonna do a time lapse, I think, after this. But this is like getting the ideas down. This is like, okay, here's what I actually am thinking I want to do. There are a couple of things that are really, I mean, obviously the makeup, sorry, Jesus. The makeup, very good, very, I just love the look. It's so good. That combined with the hair and the tie, everything is just really good. There are a couple things that are sticking out to me. Number one, like the I guess the left eye, their left eye, my right eye, is something I want to play with, because I like to do more, I don't know if it's considered caricature, but I like to do more like stuff to play with what it is. Like I said, this isn't going to be perfect, but this is just kind of like getting things down. I kind of want to make like the lips kind of like extra like taut and squeezed together, because I think that'll make like a funny final piece, just like a kind of face. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. Definitely made the face too wide. And then realistically, the face should come out more like here-ish, something more like that. I'm also really bad at proportions, but hey, fuck it, who cares? I'm doing art, man. I'm doing freaking art. So this eye I really want to play with here. I think I kind of want to exaggerate like the little triangles. And make it look like maybe like either stretched skin sort of, or like holes in the skin to make it like extra weird. And then I want to make this eye even bigger than it is. Not that it's a big eye. I don't know why I said that. I just want to make the eye big is what I'm trying to say. So I think, because like this, to me, this is eyeball, man. Then you have this like really cool eyeshadow, and I kind of want to make that like, instead of blue, I kind of want to make it like transparent, so you see like the eye underneath it a little bit as well, to make it like creepy, something along those lines. And then And then this would be like transparent here. Something like that is along the effect that I'm trying to get at. And then, like I said, this will either be like stretched out skin, or you can see through to like the muscle in the face or something. I might also add some eyelashes, maybe. I'm not sure about that yet. I think I'm probably gonna do the same thing over here, where I make the eyeshadow transparent again, and then I really want to accentuate the eyebrows, just make them even more like shapely and pronounced, because they already look great, but I want to yeah. Okay, yeah, okay, I like that. This looks awful. I love it. Okay, yeah. And then the one thing that I'm thinking about currently is the bangs, because I think there's something to be done there. I don't quite know what. This may be a little gross, but to me, like, the strands of hair of the bangs kind of look a little bit like spider legs hanging down from the forehead. So maybe I just put a big spider resting atop Katie's head. I also don't know how to do spider legs. Believe it or not. I don't. This fucking guy doesn't know how to do spider legs. What do spiders look like? Is it weird that I don't know what spiders look like? So, you know, body, plump body, and then the head, they have like their little fangs and like the eyes. Okay. And then, ooh, and then maybe the rest of the hair is like spitting webs, just like tangled cobwebs. I could get behind that possibly. I don't know how it would portray that in the end thing, but that's kind of what I'm thinking about doing currently. I'm trying to think if there's anything that I want to like do, especially with the tie, because I think that could be an interesting thing to do. And by the way, the noise that you're hearing is the neighbor mowing his lawn, so apologies for that. You know what? I like that the tie is majority red, so maybe like how I'm thinking about doing potentially the triangles on the face like see through like to the muscle. Maybe the tie is like the same thing, it's just like a design on the body that's like you see through to the muscle and whatnot. Again, this is very bad, and also the head needs to get I'll tell you what it needs to do. Basically, it needs to do this a little bit because it's too tall. It's too tall and too skinny, and the proportions aren't right. But that's okay, because like I said, this is just like my ideating phase where I can then move on to like finished final product type of thing. I think I'm kind of down with that. I kind of fuck with this a little bit. I think that I kind of fuck with this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. Oops, not freeform, sorry. I'm going to take you just to kind of gauge how far away I was. Let me bring you on top for a moment. And the reason why I do it in the lime green, or like the very bright green, it makes it so I don't like spend as much time on it. Like I'm not as worried about it being perfect. So yeah, I mean, as you can see, most of my proportions were like okay, but like the eyes and the eyebrows have to like move down, and maybe a little bit of the top of the head, but this is just kind of giving me like an idea when I move on to like the next part. Be like, okay, so where did I get like mostly right, and then what kind of needs to be fixed. But like the face shape is actually kind of pretty close. It's not that far off. It's maybe a little bit wide, but I'm not too worried about that because I'm not looking for like pure perfection. So yeah, that's kind of my process. Keen-eyed viewers will notice that I also have this fine fella on here, and this is Marco. I've worked with Marco in the past, and so I plan on doing another one of these at least. I don't think I'm gonna put them both in the same video because I'd rather not have like a super long video, but I already got some ideas for you, buddy. Marco, I got some ideas for you, pal. I already have some thoughts, alright? So, yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. If you want to see that, be sure to like and subscribe, okay? Thanks for watching this part, and we'll go ahead and get to the time lapse, and then I'll probably come back and just do like a final little review afterwards. So, yeah. Hello everyone, it's me, I'm back. I have finished the drawing. It's a little bit later in the day. It didn't take me that long, honestly, but I'm still here later because I decided to record this later. So yeah, I ended up deciding to go with like a Black Widow for some reason, just because I thought that would be like fun thematically. Also, I know that the hourglass is not on the top side of Black Widows, it's actually on the underside, but you wouldn't be able to see it that way, so I put it on the top so that you could see it because it's cool. In the time lapse, you probably saw me really just futz around a little bit with the tie, and I thought that it was like okay, and then I kind of realized that I could make it mimic the hourglass shape from the Black Widow in like a fun little way, so that's what I ended up doing, just to kind of thematically carry that across. The hair is cobwebs, it's little like sheets of web. The main reason I made the like lines in it less opacity and less visible is because I didn't put a lot of time or effort into them, and I didn't want you to be able to notice how messy they are. So, oops, sorry, not sorry. Other than that, I think it went well. I think the spider looks cool. I ended up making the eyebrows flesh as well. I couldn't really tell you why, I just realized that it would be cool if I did, and it would be like, especially on the one eye, you'd get like the top and the bottom, so I thought that was cool. I just kind of like the way that I rendered the flesh underneath. I think that it looks cool, especially on the cheek triangles. Overall, am I happy with this? Yeah. I think it's okay. I think it could be better. I think I should have chosen a thinner line to go for the line art, because I think its thickness is maybe a little too thick, and I also think that I'm bad at doing skin. Like, I could have just done all flats, but then I wouldn't have liked it, so I added some texture, and I really struggled with getting any texture and color variation in there at all. So I wish that it looked a little more dynamic. It wasn't as flat looking, but overall I think that it looks cool. And I think that it's a neat little design. It's simple, but it has some cool stuff going on with it. So I hope you like it as well. I think that the way that Procreate marks like how much time you've spent is when you're actively touching the canvas, so it doesn't like really count like time just like sitting back and looking at it. But but it says that the track time is 2 hours and 27 minutes, so just about 2.5 hours. But that also includes time beforehand where I cut out the photos of the people and put them into the document, so it's not totally accurate, but it's around that amount of time, and I think that that's pretty decent. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, I already have one more person to do, and I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you like it. See you in the next video. Goodbye.